Okay. This is something that has plagued me as an unanswered question, as perhaps the only unanswered question in my life for the last umpteen, well, more specifically, 18, somewhere between 18 and 19 years now. And the unanswered question is this: why did it destroy me when Isabel let Tyler put his wang? Hold on. Why did it destroy me when the woman I was with let another dude put his pee-pee inside of her vagina? Put his dick inside of her vagina. Put his dick in her pussy. It is a bit hard to say. I will notice that. And my point is, aside from the banality of it, which is misleading, there's nothing banal about it, as we all know. It is what makes babies, which are the most onerous burden on planet Earth, as everyone who's ever been close to one definitely knows. Anyways, my point is then that when I found out, it was the brushing aside of a very thin veil, keeping the last part of my eyes from seeing something that my heart already knew. In short, it was not a revelation, or a surprise, or a shock, or any of those things. And instead what it was, and what was interesting too, is that I had to be the one to say it. I had to be the one to speak the words that took the veil away. And we both knew that I knew, and she knew that I knew, and I knew that blah, 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 blah. The circle completed itself. And given this particular relationship, given both of these particular relationships, given who I was, I said it because it was my job to be the person who did the difficult and strong and powerful emotional things. And then she nodded. And then time went away. And space went away, and distance went away, and doubt went away, and everything went away except the truth and what I knew. And it was the longest, furthest reaching vision of my life, forwards and backwards, through loops and circles, across the whole terrain of the thing. And I knew that it didn't. I knew, like the sky is blue or the grass is green, that it was in no way a measure of her love for me, the amount that she loved me, the way that she loved me. She was so in love with me, beyond what most of you will ever honestly know in love to mean. And I understood the terror and rage rage and retributive force that she brought against herself and against the possibility of her salvation and the possibility of anyone in the world's salvation by making the choice that she'd made. And I knew that for my friend, who was my best friend, that he had been in some way sad or scared and had done something without really realizing what he was doing, what he was about to do, what kind of power he was tampering with. And so I wasn't angry with either of them. It was just this long moment with me and God and the world and love, and it was really hard. It wasn't that it was hard, it was that it was impossible to know that I was now going to carry what I was about to be asked to carry. It just confounded my mind. My mind split and broke. And up till now, it's always split and broke at the same point. Up till this moment, it's never been able to perceive a conversation or a way in. It just keeps getting churned out every time it goes in there. I keep getting churned out every time I go in there like a revolving door, and I'm back on the street and back on the street and back on the street. But I don't know what kicked in just now. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't know the specific. I don't know, it just came in, and here was a different way to talk about it and ask questions about it and be in the beauty of the world with myself and my body while I did so. No one's judgment or questions or fear. To negate my opportunity to understand myself and the choices that I've made, which I already do in my heart. But man, this other roundabout way of producing it so it's visible and renderable for all of you, I'll say this, maybe it's finally getting exciting, but it's been 4 years of a real fucking bitch. 4 years of a terrifying real fucking bitch. But you know what? What the fuck? Twice yesterday, someone asked me how I was doing, and I said, pretty good. And each of those strangers heard the resonance in my voice and turned and looked and said, the first person said, right on. Essentially, lesbian type woman, getting on her bike. I felt it. Like a wave coming back my way. A little joy thrill wave. And then this shopkeeper I know at night. This nice fellow from Morocco. His was a little more chilled out, but it was the same. Perk up, notice. Cool, man. Yep. There go some ducks flying overhead. And something's going on. Ladies and effing G-damn gentlemen. Inside old Jeremy, something is starting to go on.